a common question that we get is, my horse has back pain, but what's causing that back pain? And a lot of the time when I see you diagnosing, it's not actually the back that's causing the pain, but that's where they're seeing it.
With more than 15 years of equine sports medicine and rehab experience, the visionary and founder of Performance Equine Vet Services, an equine performance innovative center. Your host, veterinarian Alberto Rulon, is here to keep you informed on all things sports medicine, rehabilitation, and equine business. This is A Stride Above.
Today, Amanda has some questions about general horse health, and I'm gonna let her come up with the questions. But she said she wants to ask a lot of questions that we get from her clients, right? So Amanda's here with me, and she's going to represent you, and then I'm gonna be me.
Awesome. Good morning or good afternoon, guys. So we've been going to a lot of barrel racing events, which has been super exciting to be able to see a lot of you guys. And a common question that we get is, my horse has back pain, but what's causing that back pain? And a lot of the time when I see you diagnosing, it's not actually the back that's causing the pain, but that's where they're seeing it.
Yeah, that is a very, very common of poor performance in our patients. Not just battle racers, English sports horses, thoroughbreds, race horses, draft horses, gaited horses. Significant amount of our clients have actually horses with back pain. Why? Why is that? Well, obviously, the obvious thing is that sometimes we forget that we are putting over 150 to 200 pounds of weight in a horse's back when you put the saddle plus the rider, and sometimes even 300 or more, right? So that on itself is going to cause some sort of discomfort. And the horse is naturally made for that, right? We have been doing that for thousands of years, and the horse have adapted their skeleton very well for that. Now, sometimes we're asking the horses to do certain exercises more often that are relatively less common for them if they were in nature. We ask them to jump, and like a horse can jump on nature, yes, but it might not jump 10 jumps in a couple minutes, right? We can ask them to twist and spin, and they can do that in nature, but not 10 or 15 times in an hour. So we're asking them to take their body and use it in very, very strenuous ways. That's why they are athletes. So all these that I just mentioned will cause the muscles of the back being used quite significantly, right? And the back is a very, very intricate part. There's probably over 120 joints in the spinal column, from head to tail. And think about this: over 120 joints. So that means there are over 120 possible causes of problems.
Just a few.
Right? Now there are tons of muscles on top of that, plus ligaments, and all these need to work at a perfect coordination. So there's a lot of room for opportunity to either get injured or to cause some sort of discomfort. Back pain could be primarily, or it could be secondary. Back in the days when I went to school, we used to say, oh, the horse shouldn't have back pain. It's just probably that the hock hurts or the stifle hurts. Well, that could be true. However, we have also found out that there's a lot of primary back pain. And let's break out the back even further. We have the back, which we can talk about the front part. We call it the thoracics. Then the lumbars, right? Then further back we have the pelvis, which we can call the sacrum or sacroiliac joint. So sometimes we call that whole thing the back. In reality, we can break it down in small pieces. But any of those areas could have problems on their own. Any of those areas, the muscles could have problems on their own. Their ligaments could have problems on their own. and the joints. And don't forget that if they also have some neck issue, that could reflect as possible back pain. Have you ever had neck pain?
I have.
Yes. And have you ever feel that with neck pain, the rest of your body just doesn't feel 100% aligned?
Oh yeah, lower back, not having it.
Right? So it's the same thing with the horses. So that's why when we're dealing with back pain, the most important thing is find the root. What is actually causing the back pain? I spent many, many years, I'm a little embarrassed to say, but I spent many years just treating back pain as a genetic thing without finding the root. And even though I gave a very short-term relief for that horse to go and become an athlete, I wasn't really causing any long-term progress on the development of this athlete. And the service to the client was probably not as good as it is now that we have a lot more experience with back pain, right? So in summary, back pain is what we call multifactorial. So it has a lot of possibilities. It could be secondary, but a lot of times it's primary, right? Having said that, and having said now that it's multifactorial, we go into treatments. And there is a lot of treatments that actually work for back pain. Because let's say you have a horse that has a problem in the lumbars and we identify it. Well, we just treat that like any other joint. We go medicate that joint, whether it's with cortisone, with blood products, natural products, etc. We rehabilitate that joint. So we create a rehab plan to get the muscles around that joint strong enough to give it support. Yes. And we do some therapies like mesotherapy, for example, to get the pain away. So we attack it in different ways, and that way the horse recovers pretty good, pretty fast. Now, on top of that, the most important thing is the rehabilitation post-treatment. And we do this a lot with clients, either in-house or out at home. If a horse has back pain right now and you cannot come to the veterinarian, I'm going to give you some tips that you can use, that you can help the horse at home, right? Have you ever heard of butt scratches?
I have.
Really good for back pain. Did you get butt scratches for your back pain?
No, but I think I should start.
Yeah, I think you should do. Butt scratches are very good for back pain. Carrot stretches. Have you ever heard of carrot stretches?
I have. And real quick, touching on the butt scratches, what is making that beneficial? That movement.
Yes, good question. When we make the horse arch their back, that horse gets some relief because it's like stretching their back. It gets their back from this position into a little bit of this position and creates a real good release, right? And it exercises those muscles and those joints. And movement is king. Range of motion for any rehabilitation is king. So we are moving that back. That's why it's so good and important to do it. And a lot of horses that's all they need, right? And they do really good. Other horses, you can also do the belly ups, which is similar to the butt scratches. The carrot stretches, right? To move the head to the shoulder, move the head to the pelvis, to the left, to the right, down, up. All these things are very beneficial for horses with back and neck pain.
And is this some of the things that they should be doing as preventative as well to help with the range of motion?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The more you stretch, new research is showing that stretching for athletes and non-athletes too, but obviously a lot of this research is done in athletes, that the stretching is a highly preventive of injuries. So, and if you have injuries, it's highly preventive of re-injury. Stretching is very, very important, very important. On top of that, there's other things that can be done. This is not all, right? There's chiropractic. We talked with Dr. Burnham over here, and he told us all about he treats horses with chiropractic work. There's acupuncture. There's massage therapy. We talk with Aja and how she does myofascial release. There is supplements that can be given or general systemic injections that can be given that also help the whole skeleton. So there's a lot of treatments that can be done. I think that what we're gonna do is, you know what? Let's do this. Let's create this webpage, www.equinebackpain.com.
I like it.
Go to that page and we're gonna start posting a lot about back pain. www.equinebackpain.com. And we're gonna develop this page to become a real good source for all of you to learn about back pain. How about that?
I love it.
Let's do that. Now let's get on it quick because I'm gonna start logging in.
All right, and I have about 5 minutes. Let's do it. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for listening in again, and we look forward to chatting with you guys soon, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you, Dr. Ulan.
Thank you.